This morning, we're leaving Port Protection on an expedition with some goals in mind. We're going to go log hunting. We're going to set a subsistence halibut line. And we've got our neighbors on board, Terri Metcalf and Paul Bosch. You're clear, Jiggy. Clear, Terri. Good. Ropes are up. Okay.
I'm thinking the high tides must have got some logs floating anyway.
Floating and moving around.
Moving around. Then the wind, and then the current. They're all over out there. We're going to find one. Going out on the Longshot with Mike and Gail, we can tow back a raft of logs. So it's a great opportunity. Right now, 1 log would be appreciated, 2 would be great, 3 would be a dandy, 4 or 5 would be getting to a load. Yeah, just getting a load. I'm almost out.
We're heading about 7 miles south of Port Protection to an area called the Barrier Islands. It's a few islands offshore that kind of create a sieve that grabs logs as the tide and the currents move in and out of the island chain there. Our companions on the back deck are slicing up some salted bait and baiting up circle hooks for our halibut subsistence line.
Oh boy.
And we're going to get down towards the islands there and set the line before we go logging, and that way it'll have time to soak. And you know, we're going on a trip. We're already expending energy and fuel to get somewhere and hope for logs, so
might as well make the best of it.
yeah, hopefully we can bring something home, whether it be a log or a fish.
Yeah,
If
food and heat.
Just remembering years ago when we were able to troll out here, you know, and the 5 or 6, 7, 8 boats be going up and
all up and down.
looping Protection Head here and stuff.
Wonderful.
It was so cool having that fishery,
I know it.
and then having that, being able to sell them right there at the store. Oh, I miss those days.
Paul Bosch, PBJ. He ended up in Port Protection 2 years, maybe going on 3 now. And it's kind of funny when someone moves into the village, we all sort of in our mind say, I wonder if that guy or that person, those people are gonna stay and last like they think they will. He pulled up stakes from another part of America and came on up, and quite frankly, I had my doubts about him.
Gail likes throwing stuff at me. It's not always Cheerios. I mean, she is a nice person and very caring, but she does have a devious side to her.
Paul is silly. He makes me laugh, and whenever he's throwing his funny statements at me, I can't think fast enough to say something back, but I can throw Cheerios at him, which turns into a game. He's actually very good at catching them. He has a big mouth, and he was able to catch the Cheerios I was pitching off the deck for him.
As a fresh newcomer straight down the road, for about the first 2 weeks, Gail would come by every day. I'm not sure if she was just checking to see if I was alive or if I took off in the middle of the night, or if she just wanted to laugh at the new guy. But they would always bring me a piece of fish or a little bit of wisdom when I was trying to work on something.
Dive! Ah! Oh! Paul is my new neighbor. He's not too far from me. If I want to yell at him, I can from my back porch. He's a great person to have hanging out with. I see him, I just want to give him a hug, and I couldn't have gotten a better neighbor.
Bunch of crap on my deck.
Yeah, got Cheerios everywhere.
Who's steering the boat? Who's steering the boat?
God.
Dawes Henry steering the boat. Thanks, Dawes, for the chocolate. Thanks for steering the boat. All right, Paul, I know you're a fairly new resident here and all. So this is one of the things we get to do because we're rural Alaska residents. So we're able to bait up 30 hooks, and we can fish like 1 line per person. I believe maybe 2 lines per boat at any given time. And then we're allowed 20 halibut a day.
Halibut is probably one of the most delicious fish you could ever eat in your life. It's basically our version of chicken. Anything you make with chicken, you can use a halibut for. You can fry it, you can make it into bake it, you can put it in Mexican food like tacos or enchiladas. I've eaten so much halibut this past winter, I feel like my eyes are about to flip around to the one side of my head and I'm gonna start swimming sideways.
So what we do, we've got an anchor and we're gonna snap on, it's called snap on here. I think you were part of baiting these up. So the snaps are gonna go on the ground line and we're gonna set it out and then we'll leave a couple buoys out and then we're gonna go do our logging and we'll pick it up on the way back. And hopefully there'll be something on here for us. Make sense?
Yeah.
Paul showed up out of the blue, kind of bought a place sight unseen other than pictures on Zillow or something. And he just jumped in both feet forward and landed and went, oh my God, what have I just done? And so he's rolling with it. He's like, there is no plan B, Jiggy. And I'm like, okay, here's what some of the things you're gonna need. You're gonna need a skiff. You're gonna need a good motor. You know, you're gonna need to learn how to get firewood and how to catch a fish. And if you don't have those skills yet, then you're gonna have to learn them fast. But, you know, the whole idea around subsistence also is not taking more than you need. And so trying to figure out, you know, households. So with us on board, we got 3 households. So how much do we need for the next week or two of food, or how much do you need in the freezer? So you just think about stuff like that. And then sometimes you don't catch anything, you know, you'll put this thing down and don't catch nothing.
There we go. Ready?
Jiggy actually gave me my first set of halibut gear. He gave me a whole length of line, the hooks, the snaps, everything except the anchor.
Wait, Gail, hold on, there's a knot coming.
Leave it on?
No, yeah, go, let the knot go by. There you go.
And then he took me out there and showed me how to safely set it, how to actually catch a fish, where's a good spot, where's a bad spot, what's a good time of year. Jiggy knows a lot about fish.
All right, leave 5 in the bucket apparently, Paul.
I dropped 1 out there.
Okay.
Tell me when to stop.
Well, keep going. It's going smooth.
Yeah.
All right, now we got our buoy line going out.
And I done got my foot in the coil.
Perfect. That way, once it all gets out there, you can just anchor it off. And let's see, Gail, since we have...
Well, that's quite the array of buoys there, you guys. Did you beachcomb them?
Yeah, we did.
Yay!
So we're subsistence fishing now, and we use beachcomb buoys that we've found over the years. So pretty cool. Get to use what we find and hopefully feed our bellies at the same time. So my guess is, because the tide's still
What do you
low
wanna
right
do?
now, probably gonna
Oh,
anchor this boat, the big
I want
one.
to fish, I want to get logs, I want to beachcomb.
Terry's gonna go beachcombing and logging to start.
Is the tide coming in?
The current's
I don't even know what time it is.
heading north. Bottom of the tide's in about a half hour.
Oh, okay. I'm
So-
just wondering for when I go to the beach.
Go to the beach. Yeah. I'm dropping anchor. Yep.
Yeah, Gail, where are the logs?
The logs that
I
we're
don't see any
looking for
logs.
are around the backside of this spit of land. The wind and everything, and the tides blow them in this little pocket back there. So we're going to anchor here and get in our skiffs and go around the other side. And hopefully
it gonna be
find
like-
the honey hole.
It's gonna be like windy and nasty out there.
No, it's a pocket.
With the wind coming this way, I'm thinking we'll probably go around that way.
We're gonna be on the opposite other side of this little peninsula because the current and the southeast wind blow them up and they get caught on the edge there. So we're gonna have to go around into the hole with our skiffs and see what we can find. We might have to yank them off with a rope, maybe have to get a couple PVs and roll them downhill.
Which reminds me, we
Just
need to
won't
get a
know till we get
PV
in there.
my skiff.
Look at all the eagles. I don't like the way you said that.
Nice knowing you.
Yeah. Man, Metcalf gets home. I got full confidence
And what?
in you.
Oh,
Oh, I do. Metcalf is an enormous wealth of knowledge. She's been here long enough. She has done all this stuff by herself, and she's extremely good at living this lifestyle. Plus, she is an absolute hilarious hoot to hang out with. You never know what you're going to find when you go down to Metcalf's. I go down there at least once every 2 days, and half the time I go down and she's standing on a roof, or she's, you know, down in a hole somewhere digging around like a bear.
I hope there's not more water over this little rise. I'm hoping there's not more water. Right, I hope we didn't just get out on the island.
I can't see what's beyond that ridge of
Yeah.
rock.
I'm hoping there's land.
But I see logs.
Yep, that's the goal. We're gonna fill woodsheds. Every step's an adventure.
It's really fun to go down to the barriers. A beautifully dangerous spot. Yeah.
I don't see how we get any of this in the water.
There's only a select few logs that you can actually get, and any fewer than those that you actually want. So just because you see a pile of logs on a beach, that's not necessarily a pile of firewood.
Kind of a tough area to get logs.
It's a very tough area to get logs,
A lot
but
of hazards.
maybe I think that end down there is going to be better. This, I had to come look,
Right.
which I think there's that one that's good, and it's got that straight line out once the tide starts coming in.
It might be a yellow cedar.
Huh?
That one you put your
Yeah.
thing on might be
I
a
think
yellow
it's yellow
cedar.
cedar. By the time the tide comes
Right.
back in,
Yeah.
it might be floating.
See, that's why I like working with you. You've got it all figured out already.
Ha.
Oh, you do.
We are going to go check out an easier beach to kind of round on the south side, which is where the wind's hitting, but we'll see what's around here. Jiggy and Gail suggested that one. They know these little islands much more than I do. They fish down here.
Did you guys roll all these down here? Yeah. No, you did not. So
You've been here for hours. What have you guys been doing? You get caught in the kelp, overheated, or what?
So where's the fish?
Well, we tried.
Out there still.
We let 3 go.
We let
Didn't
3
quite.
go.
Wasn't hungry enough.
Yeah, I don't believe him. I don't believe him a bit. He let 3 salmon go? No way. If he caught 3 salmon, I know him. He'd be in here showing it off. Look at these giant salmon I caught. You didn't catch nothing.
Well done.
Uno.
Done well. Oh, good. Let me just stand right in front of them.
That one's doable. We can
Yeah.
maneuver that down the beach. Anything much bigger, that's more work. Thanks, Paul. Good job.
Yep, old Daniga Mike could be proud. Port protection and the community here is basically the gold standard for paying it forward.
I broke my rib doing this one time, using my torso.
I lived next to my neighbor in Texas for 10 years. I would pull out my driveway, I'd wave at them as I go by, you know, close the garage door. To this day, I have no idea what their names were. Here, since there's so few of us, I won't say we're forced to work together, but it ends up, we work together a lot because that's just the only way to get anything done around here.
It looks like we're getting some productivity done here. I don't know how many I haven't counted yet. 1, 2, 3, 4. It looks like we're gonna have a load. That's good. Ba-doink.
Daddy.
Want to kick that? Got it. Got it, sir. Got it. Kick it. Whoa.
Side more. Now to my boat, I can go down in my skiff and pull that one out.
Walking my log.
Staple. It's a staple of death. Coming at you. Okay. Logging staple. Just having fun on the beach. I guess some people say this is fun, Paul.
I ain't as fun. I ain't as fun as hell. But I know that that's warmth. I like being warm.
I like being warm too, so that's where
Yes.
all of this effort pays
Have it.
off.
Have a kind of cold house, so
You do at
yeah.
times.
I knew I was in trouble when the first month I was here. Everybody had a story about my house, and every story involved about how cold it was there.
And how much wood you're gonna need to stay
Yes.
warm.
And I was very
Right.
surprised at how much wood I actually burnt this last year.
More than they told you?
Well, I thought they were full of shit when they said you'll burn 10 cords. No, if anything, they estimated low.
That's
Yeah.
a lot of wood to cut.
Oh, I thought I was all set. I had the shed full going into, October.
Yeah.
By January, dude, that thing was empty and I was out scrounging.
Scrounging in the winter
Scrounging.
is terrible
Oh, I know.
because it's dark,
Yes.
short days, weather's crap, and yeah.
You might get a
Oh,
little,
you got to kind of
tip.
work year round on the wood pile.
yeah. It's been a
Stay
learning
with it.
experience.
Walk the plank. It is time to
The tide waits for no producers.
rock and roll.
2 pin, 4 pinned, one more almost, that's 5. We've got 3 to roll, one more 9, another one. Good chance we'll have 10 logs. Woo! A nice haul. So, I'm really stoked. The crew here has been positive, working hard, chainsawing, PVing, moving logs and stuff out of the way, rocks out of the way, so we can get some firewood floating again. And yeah, tide's coming in for another hour, so we don't have a whole lot of time to jibber jabber. Got to keep working. Now we're just getting them tied up together so we can get them out of here.
You got all the rope you need, Jiggy?
No, I'm gonna need another one.
Oh, I feel great. And I really love getting out and doing something today. Haven't been out on the water doing anything on the beach for a long time. Huh? I know it.
We got a sizable stack of wood.
Yeah. Yeah, we do. And I don't think there were any real rocks sticking up when we came in. So, I think we're good. I'm following Mike and Gail. They know this place.
Right. Probably one of the most important tasks or chores that we have around here is collecting firewood. It is also one of the most difficult. Not only do you have to go find a piece of wood, then you have to get it to your house, split it up. So when I have somebody like Jiggy, who's got decades of experience doing this, he knows where to go get logs, and the fact that he will share this knowledge with me and show me how to do it is invaluable.
Terri and Gail are going to check that halibut skate. Good luck, come back with fish. Tension. Come on, Gail, get a halibut, get a halibut. This is halibut, this is halibut, halibut, halibut.
Looks stuck.
Gail and Terri need a Jiggy to come out and help with a stuck line. Nobody is driving the boat.
We're on this big giant boat out here. It's not exactly calm. And I'm with the one person that knows less than I do.
Thanks.
It's a little unnerving.
Oof. Please come back quickly, Jiggy. Oh, I think that's it. They got skunked.
Oh, there wasn't no halibut. We were stuck on a rock, and then Jiggy came and saved us. Speaking of rocks,
One quillback. That's it. Nothing else. Nothing big, nothing small, big zero. But a lot of excitement. It was a good try. It's a good try.
Veronica gave me some good wisdom because she was relatively new too when I first got here. She said the year one is all just about survival. Can you survive? Year two is about dedication. Do you have what it takes to stick it out now that you realize how much work it is, how inconvenient it is? And then by year three, you should hopefully have it pretty well under control. And then you can start having some fun with it. I'm not sure that I really have it under control just yet. I'm certainly wiser and less naive. than I was when I first got here.
Paul is a really good fit for port protection because he's so friendly. I'm so pleased, like the guy ahead of him that he bought the house from wasn't at all. And of course he didn't last at all, as we all suspected. But Paul has stepped nicely into that empty spot and filled it, and he's going to be here forever.
What kind of day has this been?
A good day, a good port protection day. Long, tiring, but good.
What do you got to show for it?
A runny nose and a bunch of logs.